There are two types of people who buy from you. Anyone listening, there really are two types of people that buy from you. And it's kind of funny. Some people you run into and they're like, I need it. I want it. Take my money. Let's do this. Let's take action. Let's make things change. Let's make a difference. And they're ready. They're hungry because for whatever reason, maybe they've been thinking about it for months. Maybe something drastic just happened and they're like, I got to change. I've got to fix it. So that's one type of person. They have an extremely high level of urgency. They are urgently trying to get you to move on, to get to the result that you help people solve. So, and this is especially specific to people who sell monthly retainer type work. So something that the bill's going to come every month. How do we sell them? How do we get them to commit as fast as possible? So the first thing you want to do is when you're selling someone like that, if you find out they're decisive, let them be decisive. Let them decide to get started. Be flexible with your process. Let's pretend you have an assessment phase that you go through with each client. So this assessment phase takes about a month. If they're decisive, just say, all right, you're ready? Here's what it's going to be. It's going to be $2,500 down, and then we will, during this first month, we're going to work out what the ongoing is, what the plan is, then it'll be that monthly. If, on the other hand, they're the other type of buyer, the buyer who doesn't have a lot of pain right now. They don't have a compelling reason right now to take action. If that's the person you're talking to, you need to let them buy at their pace. So I'm not saying don't close them. Just give them steps. Let them slowly walk through the door instead of saying, so it's going to be $2,500 every month for the rest of your life. So if it's someone who needs walked through the process, I want you to try this line. Say, so there's two types of people that I work with. Either people who are extremely decisive, they're sick of putting up with the crap that they've been dealing with, they're ready to change, they're ready to fix it, and they're ready to get going. Or I also work with a lot of people who know they've got a big problem. They know they want to solve this problem, but they're not sure if this is the right way to solve it. And they'd really like to build out a roadmap before getting into it. Which of those two types of people do you resonate well with? See, what that does is it lets the prospect decide. They can either say, yeah, I'm decisive. I am sick of this. Let's just do it. Or they can say, I know it's a problem, but I want to see how it's going to be fixed before I commit to a year, 2 years, 3-year long contract. So if they say, I know it's a problem, but I want to see the solution before I buy, say, not a problem. What we do in a case like this is as we're working together, it's to get started, it's $2,500. It takes about a month to do a deep analysis of your company. I know we've been talking about your company already, but I need to dive in deep. I need to see behind the scenes. I need to see the numbers. I need to see how it impacts, how it flows, so that I can build a plan that utilizes what you already have, utilizes those assets, and will add a lot of more assets on top of it. That way we get the most return on investment. So in order to get started with that assessment phase, it's going to be $2,500. Is that something you are prepared to commit to find out what the plan would look like and if it's the right fit for you? What that does is it lets people buy in their time. They don't have to commit to $30,000, $70,000, $100,000 a year. They can commit to a small incremental step. And that's good for you because it lets you build the relationship with them. It lets you build that trust, that experience with your prospects, so that after that month-long assessment, when you have dove deep into their company and really analyzed where they're at and what they need in order to get to the next level, when you get there, that's when everything gets easier, because you have the trust now. Now you can say, here's the plan. You can take this, do it yourself. You can have someone else do it. Or for $2,500 or $5,000 a month or whatever your cost is, I will carry it out and do it all for you. What would you like to do? See, most people, when they're given a decision like that and they're able to build that relationship up front, it will be so much easier to close them on the back end. So give them the option. Give them the option of just buying the assessment. Once they have that assessment, once you know exactly how you're going to work with them, now you'll be able to tell them exactly what the price is as well. It works out for everyone. So I would highly recommend you figure out what are the stages in your business, in working with a new client, and figure out a process that you can work with someone without having to charge them everything all at once. Builds trust, builds that relationship, which is going to give you better results and your client better results, because you'll know more about their business going into it. So if I can help with anything, please comment below, send me a message, reach out to me. Happy to do so. And with that said, I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope you have a lot of fun. And I will talk to you all very, very soon. We'll talk to you later.